dream, gotta live a life. I ball in a dream, gotta sacrifice. I ball in a dream, gotta pay your dues. I ball in a dream, you can win or lose. I ball in a dream, gotta live a life. I ball in a dream, gotta sacrifice. I ball in a dream, gotta pay your dues. I ball in a dream, you can win or lose. This the dream, on go, whole team, taking on the best, wanna win everything. Practice taking your lumps, building up the regime. Coach taking command, how they running their team. Some won't play slow, some won't play fast. Only win by one, still a dub on your ass. Oh, we gon' whoop you by 40, having fun on your ass. I'm trying to see which player got a clip, let off the mag. Okay, the game done got analytical. It's beyond stats, it's some little things you don't think is critical. If the rest involved, times, politics, as usual. We still gon' talk about that cheat. So either way it go, you gotta overcome them odds. Gotta beat them odds, get the facts right. That's me and Jalen's job. Play hard, young player, when you get the nod. Respect the game, and you might see a check, man.
Welcome back to a Ball in a Dream podcast. I'm your host, Jalen Hunter. To my right, we got Sterling Torrance.
Rich!
To my left, we got Herman Gaines.
What it do?
And we got a very special guest. I've been trying to get this man on the podcast for about 6 months now.
Man, we had to look. we had to reach out and put him on a milk cart and let us know was he still active or something.
Yeah, 007 agent.
Right, but we got Izayiah Villafuerte,
a.k.a. Julio.
Yes.
So let's go and get started. So let's get started with your story of how you came to be in Fuego or Julio. So let's get the origin story.
Yeah, because nobody don't know about your story. They done heard.
Yeah, you gonna hear all kind of stuff right now. Like, where he come from? Man, I don't remember him. Like, you feel hear all that. Like, yeah.
I first started playing basketball probably 5th grade year. I started out playing Parson Rec, but before Parson Rec, Poo-Poo, my brother Herman, we had a basketball goal outside, and he would smack me every single day. I mean, kill me. I'd be like, bro, oh my God. So then I was like, I want to play basketball, like organized basketball. So my uncle signed me up for Parson Rec for my birthday gift. And I mean, I was trash. I had like a XL jersey, number 32. They would pass me the ball, passing it right back to him. I don't even want it. I think it was our second game. I catch the ball, score. You know, when you first score a bucket, you running down the court like, oh, snap, I just scored. Try to hold back your smile. But other than that, that season went on, and we was trash. We sucked. The Kings was running the whole Parson Rec League for about 6 years, smacking everybody.
Yeah, they was recruiting. They already recruited their kids. Their kids done had hot dogs at the house 5 generations.
And then later that summer, I started working out with Sterling, Vale, Herm, all them. Would teach on Reach One and develop my game. And then through that summer, I was seeing improvement, and I was going into the 6th grade. And my teacher, Miss Carpenter, was like, I could go play up to 7th grade if I wanted to. And I was like, I mean, I might as well try my luck. I mean, I figured I was good enough to go do it. And I went to go try out, made the team as a 6th grader. And then I played a lot. I think I started, if I can't remember, started my 6th grade year. And then played a lot. It was a little rough because a lot of kids are bigger than me. And I mean, I was still in 6th grade, and people 7th grade are way bigger than you, way more physical than you, stronger than you. You know, when you're younger, you don't realize like how much strength other people have compared to what you have. And had a mediocre year, and then got into middle school 7th grade year. Got better that summer going into 7th grade year, way better, playing with Teacher on Reach One again, training with Vale and Sterling, my teammates. And then we went into 7th grade. I mean, it was kill mode, man. Kill mode.
That's when I first saw
it. It was kill mode, man.
Yeah. I was like, who's this little man over screaming every time he? I was like, y'all letting this happen? Oh man,
I wasn't letting it happen. It was the speed that he figured out he had. That soccer speed.
I'm over doing the books like, what the heck?
Yeah, once we figured out he had soccer speed, man, it was like, okay, if he gonna play this fast, what he gonna play like when how fast can he play with the basketball? Because most kids can't play fast with the basketball. And it was one of those things where at first we was training him because he had a good jump shot. So we was teaching him how to come off screens, read the screen, pick and roll. And then Herm over that summer from 6th grade to 7th grade was like, hey, you better get your ass outside and dribble that ball around the block.
Facts.
And when he told me that's what he done, I said, oh, I get it. Because that's what I used to do. At night, I would go dribble at night. And my sister, I basically made my sister good because she had to guard me because I wanted to see if moves would work. And she didn't know because my sister's competitive. At the time, she bigger than me too, IV. We ain't knowing, like you said, our strength. So I would be working on my moves and it would make her better. So when Herm said he had to dribble that ball around the block, if you see what type of damn block he had to dribble it around, and it wasn't one time, like it wasn't one time.
Look, give me 6.
Yeah, and so one day I come over to the house, and Herm was like, "Look at him," and I saw him go around the block, and we having our conversation, but he comes back around again. He goes again. I said, "Man, how many times he finna do it?" "Oh, 6." I said, oh, shit, man, we just trained him to shoot the basketball. Shit, hell, he might be point guard by the time it's over with. And that's what happened for him.
Yeah, me and Pooh was talking about that the other day. We was like, man, we look back on it and was like, man, I don't know why we was tripping about that. It was literally easy. If you look at it now, going around the block 6 times, it's literally easy.
Yeah.
But I remember we used to stay up all night, me and Pooh, just watching TV. Because Big Worm, I think he'll work third shift, and then he'll come home at like 5 o'clock. We up till 5 o'clock. We'll play like we sleep. We'll hear him. He'll come wake us up at like 7. So I'm like, go run the block. No, we on 2 hours of sleep. So we're like, oh snap, man.
Yeah, tricked you.
Oh snap, man. But yeah, that helped a lot. It just showed us like ain't nothing given to you. You gotta go out and work to get it. But 7th grade, it was all kill mode. I was crazy or not. I was the biggest person on the team. I'm probably 5'9", then 5'9". All my guys are like 5'6", 5'7". So I'm playing 4 and the 5, bowling down there with me. I mean, I'm like, I look in front of me and it's like a big dude guard me. I'm like, what? That's crazy. And then we would press all the time, so it's just steals all day, every day. And then I remember our first term in 7th grade. I think I scored like 20 the first 2 games. And I realized just like the competition was not there. It was just too easy. And I was like, oh, I'm the best player around here without a doubt. And then we go back to Teach on Reach on that summer. Oh, the big part I think what took off for me before that was 7th grade. It was that half court shot. I mean that's iconic to me. I remember that all the time.
Oh yeah, that was a state.
Most people don't know like. I think I had a bad play before that, and Coach Limley was getting on us, and I was like, calm down, man, I got us. And then me and OG was like, man, who want the ball? And I was like, just throw it to me. And then I heaved it. I was like, it got a chance of going in. I just see it bang, and I mean, it just like it flooded. It was just like it's every kid's dream to hit a game winner, especially from half court. I mean, especially state tournament. That's why I feel like it took off for me. I was getting seen a lot and stuff like that, and then. My teammates were just as good as me. They just didn't know how to show it yet, and that's what helped improve me too. They pushed me, and I pushed them, and then.
But you was the leader though.
Yeah,
we saw that early. Like you know them conversations. Hey, Ivy, hey, you let this shit go on, you can really mess up something in the future. Yeah. And you were the only one that understood that concept. That what happens now getting ready to affect the future. Yeah. And so once I showed you how to get in the way of that, you reeled everybody in. At that point. And like I was telling this one guy, I said, man, it might not never have been done before, but his team is the only team I know that all starters had 500 points in middle school. Yeah. That's how you knew they was gonna be special as a group. Like and you know, as long as they didn't let anything get in the way of it, I always told them, man, I don't know what the hell y'all gonna do, but y'all can have a hell of a run.
And then went back with Teach on Reach one after that year. We had a good year. All my teammates grew. They was almost all bigger than me.
They was bigger than you.
After that summer.
Is that the year you got into the little scuffle? That's when we knew you, man.
That was
We
the year.
was like, is that how we fight?
That
Oh yes,
that
yes.
was the year, and I feel like that year it was the hardest for all of us. We were losing a lot of games in the summer because we was 7th grade. We lost one game, so we were not used to losing at all.
But y'all was playing up though.
Yeah, we was playing up.
Y'all never played y'all's age bracket.
We was getting
getting
killed. We were like, bro, we don't know what's going on because we're not used to just. We used to blowing people up by 30 and not getting blown out by 30. So yeah, but we came together and started winning later on that year, and then trained even harder. Sessions got harder. Coaching got harder on us. So we loved it. Got to 8th grade year. We had, I think we went like 20. It was probably like 28-4. I think we lost 2 games in state tournament, and then we lost 2 regular season games. We had a little scuffle in between one of our games, but it just brought us closer together and everything like that. And then going into freshman year, I think
you ain't gonna talk about you broke the record in middle school.
Oh yeah,
you ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, I was about to say, man, come on, man. That's when it all took off.
In 7th grade, I started. They were dressing me, but they wasn't like playing me for real. So I think they played me against Glasgow, and I was like, I was showing better than I was. I was showing the coach I was better than the point guard they had started. So he played me that next BG game, and then 2 weeks prior to that, Worm was like, if you break the school record, I give you $500. And I'm like, oh man, bet find money on the line, bet. And then we go into that game. When I was playing the 7th grade game, I was playing like awful. Everybody was hyping it up. They made a little group chat on Snapchat, me and Mar. They was like, I'm guarding Mar guarding me. We got guarded each other. And then, so they ended up playing zone, so it didn't even get to happen. And then, so I played horrible that game. I think I had like 2 points. Probably went like 1 for 10 from the field. And I went to the locker room. I'm like, man, I got to show out this next game. And then I started just going off. The first, man, the rim was looking humongous. I mean, humongous. When it looked like that, you just got to let it go, man. It was like, man, when it coming off the fingertips, you already know it's going in. So, yeah, everything was going in. And then I think it's like 3 minutes left into the fourth. They call timeout. And it's like, you close to beating the record. I'm like, I don't even care about that record. I'm ready to get back out there and kill. So they gonna somebody come set a screen, and I'm gonna go shoot a little floater, break the school record, and then I come off the screen, shoot a floater, break the school record. They sub me out the rest of the game. I would easily have 40. I ain't gonna lie, I would easily have 40. But they stopped playing me.
But once that happened though, I had to call, hey man, your future point guard just broke the middle school scoring record out here. Hey man, you better come check him out. And was like, oh yeah. And from that moment on, he ain't miss a game. He be there to see his son, but he was checking. I knew what he was there for, and so that's what really opened him up to where he saw success was getting ready to be a real thing that he was gonna get to touch.
Mm-hmm. And then I went in that summer going into 9th grade year. I saw a lot of improvement. I was working hard, and then we had a really close bond. We always had a close bond, but as we knew Pell and Mar was somewhat gonna come to Central, but we didn't know for real because I mean,
at that ass whooping, y'all was over recruited. Man, we can't recruit. No, ass whooping is what recruited.
Y'all was over recruited.
The ass whooping is what recruited them. Once they took that ass whooping, they was like, "Hey man, we can't beat them."
Sometimes y'all
we can't beat them.
Well, sometimes you got to join them, right?
Yeah.
Y'all was over recruited. Y'all ain't got lie.
Hey buddy, you want some snack cakes?
We don't recruit over there.
You don't want.
Nah, look, it was the best decision all them kids made at that point. No matter if they came, it was that they had to make that decision.
Yeah, they had.
It was the best decision for what done turned out for all of them. So, and like I said, man, his leadership and his aura, that everybody feeds off it.
Yeah, because he recruited them.
Because the crazy thing, like, we all knew about each other, but we didn't talk to each other for real. Like, we just knew them because we played them.
Okay.
So I never really talked to Mar or Pale.
That's a nice
I just
story.
knew. I just knew of them.
It was.
That's a nice cover story. That's a nice cover story.
What was our motto? We like it's the Terror Dome down here in the foundry. If you ain't down here in the foundry, we really ain't dealing with you because you're not getting the same thing. Even right now, when you look at the training right now, is it the same? Cause you ain't got nobody good in there defensively seeing if that bag work. You just in there working on the bag. That was the experiment with y'all. And also when you look at y'all when had y'all, he knew he got that Maybach with the ceiling from the chauffeur. He done threw some sand up in there and had a little beach umbrella. Like he knew like certain. I just got to put the chip in. Do you know how they got the Hemi? And then you put that chip in, and then it do the. That's how he knew he had to do. And said knew stay on the formula because they cut from a different cloth. They come from the same thing I come from, and we were friends, but we finna whoop each other ass. And so I always instill that in you. Be cool with them, but as soon as you cross that 90 feet, fuck them, get him.
Yeah. And then they came over, and I was like, oh, they gonna add something to us for sure. Yeah. I mean. Mars, super long, 6'1", then Pale's 6'2", can score.
Inside out.
Yeah, inside out. he busted us 8th grade year.
Yeah. I remember him.
He talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
25, 25. I'm like, bro, y'all lost. It don't mean nothing. And then, they come over, and we were amazingly good. I think we had a tournament as our first games, and we were scoring 70 points, and we held each team to 18 points.
Yeah, defense. They locked in.
Every game, we had teams out there arguing with each other and everything. we just out there having fun. We don't care about none of that, whatever. And then also the championship game, we ended up playing Bowling Green that championship game. So it was like Pale and Mars' first game playing against their old teammates. So they was on one talking to them, and we out there just laughing and all that. We over there smacking them. We over there smacking them.
You know.
And then they took the loss. They just took the loss. They didn't say nothing to us after the game. And then I ended up going to go play with WKY Elite. I'm missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you missing a whole lot of stuff.
I mean, that's how big the story is, though.
I played freshman and JV my freshman year, and we ended up playing Bowling Green again at Central, a JV game, and I rolled my ankle during pregame. I come off to like shoot an elbow jumper, and a ball rolls under my ankle, roll it. I'm like, oh snap, bro. And I was already mad at that as it was, and then I think I shot my first three. It was a miss. Then Ray got the rebound, threw it back out. I shot it, made it. I was like, oh snap. You gotta see one go in, and it was just up from there. I think I hit 10 threes, went 10 for 11, and then one of my good friends, Bert, he was guarding me, and I was like, bro, if I'm catching this ball, I'm shooting it. I catch it, I shoot it, boom, and one. He fouls out the game. I said, bro, I told you I was gonna shoot it. And then I think I ended the game with 32. They subbed me out, whatnot, and then. I was chill. I could have easily got 40, but I was like, it doesn't matter to me as long as we win the game at the end of the day. And then I think we had a varsity game that next day, and then they put me in with 5 minutes left. I had 3 back to back. The other team was in zone. I was like, oh, I'm letting it go. I hit 10 the other night, man. I'm letting it go tonight.
Yeah, that's when they got to see Julio.
Yeah, we was playing Allen County too, so I was like, it ain't gonna be nothing. Letting it ride, letting it go. And I think I went 13 for 14 out of 2 games, 1 JV game, 1 varsity game, and seeing that senior-led squad my freshman year just showed me about how everything is and how it's not easy to win a regional tournament and just to push through and how it's hard to deal with ups and downs. We went to a Christmas tournament. They lost every single game up there, but they just showed us that we had to get better and nothing was given to us. And then especially as a freshman, where I'm like, man, I'm looking up to these guys like, man, y'all let teams out here come smack y'all about 20. I'm like, man, what y'all doing? And I'm just a jokester then, so I'm like, man, I'm not getting in. And I got in one game. He called my number. I looked down at him. I said, and I looked at Sabian Pooh, and I'm like, he say my name, bro? He said, V. I took his warm up off. And then I just loved it from then. I was playing a lot. Played in a regional tournament. That was pretty big for me. I think we played Barron County the first game. I think I had like 5 points, hit a 3, hit two free throws. I thought I was on top of the world. People call my name. I'm a freshman playing. I ain't even supposed to be out here. And then second game we ended up playing Clinton County. Tegra gets 2-3 fouls. He called my name again. I look at Savy and Pooh. I'm like, he might call my name. He said, V. I said, take off. I said, I'm ready. But WKU, I'm like, oh my God. Like, everybody's there watching you, all eyes on you, all the spotlight. They point guards leave me open. Shot a 3, smack, hit one. And then they came down, scored. I came down. He was sagging again, pulled another one. Bow. Coach called timeout. I heard him down there cussing him out. Like, this and that. And then I think like the very next play, I come down, shoot another pull-up, airball. I said, oh, snap. I was feeling myself. It's from college 3, airball. I said, I know I'm about to get subbed down. I look back. I ain't get subbed down. I was like, thank God, man. All right, thank God, man.
You gotta give your big brother some credit, man, cause he could have been mad about that situation, but Pooh love you, man. Like, but Pooh knew he was training you too, and that's what I love about that teach one, reach one motto is cause Pooh do it right now. Pooh see Celine, man, come here, look, do you on my team right now? Like he do the mantra of what we do. So you gotta give Pooh his credit, cause man, ain't nothing like watching your little bruh step in front of you with something he wants just as bad as you do. So kudos to Pooh, man, cause like, and he doing good in this world right now off the mantra, teach one, reach one. Like, so I'm gonna give him his kudos, man. Love you, Pooh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here without Pooh. Pooh was the one that pushed me to play basketball and everything like that. I mean, before Pooh, I was playing soccer and things like that. I ain't know nothing about no basketball.
Yeah, I knew when you came.
I ain't know nothing about no
What can he do? You know the motto.
What I told you, run.
He run and he got a goal out there and he shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see your shot. Bang. Let me shoot it again. Bang. Damn. Shoot that. Go to the other side and shoot. Bang. Yeah, you got a shot. We ain't got to worry about training that. Like we just got to put the other stuff in at this point.
Yeah.
And just showing you what a good shot was. That's why I love your game, man. Cause like the thing is, what I know, what you about to enjoy about center, unless his coach done hustled you to get there. I'm just speaking from the fact that I got the freedom of speech and say how I think and feel about something. That motherfucker love you. Hey, when he said I couldn't figure out why he was on the depth chart so long, I would have figured he was gone by now. And Herm told me how much he was calling. I understand what he saw and the opportunity. I'm about to get something that ain't really supposed to be here. Like you chose that school, so and I like the fact that's what I did at Belmont. The motherfucker who showed up the most is who I'm going with. Cause like if you call me and play me with a steak and then I don't hear from you for a month, I motherfucker probably got somebody else over. And if I show up, I'm gonna be mad at the motherfucker anyway. Cause what position you play? Point. I'm here for point. Oh man, I ain't finna go eat lunch with you. I'm not finna do nothing until I get that spot. Then I'm gonna be friends with you. But other than that, the mantra, you got it, man. That coach love you, man. So go tear that school up.
Yeah, Pooh is my dog for sure. Yeah, he helped me all through my freshman year as well too. Cause I mean, just being there for me, inside school, outside of school, and just showing me the ropes. Cause you know, as you an 8th grader coming in high school, you not know what to expect and everything like that. So he told me all about it, and yeah. And then I think we ended up playing Bowling Green in the championship game. I'm like Pooh and Sadie. I'm like, am I getting in the game? Y'all think? I'm thinking. I'm getting in the game. I've been playing this season. I'm getting in the game. Yeah, I'm tripping. So we always said the same seats every time. They had me Savy and Pooh, or them two beside me. They're like, nah, bro, you ain't getting in. Keep your shooter shirt on. All right, bro.
Hey, one thing about my homie Savy, he gonna keep it.
Yeah, he gonna tell you what
bro. Hey, look at you with a dead face.
Yeah, they was laughing. They was like, nah, bro, you ain't getting in. I said, all right, bro. I kept it on. They say, P. I said, what? I said, they said your name, bro. I took out Pooh. I said, I'm ready. I get out there, I was nervous. I was nervous in the mud. I think first play. I think I was there for like a minute.
Hold on, you said region, right?
Yeah, region.
Oh, so y'all at Diddle then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we at
you
Diddle.
getting ready to be nervous.
They come down. I think they miss a shot. Then Dre throws it to me on the top of the key. I fake. Dude jumps a little bit, and then I'm thinking I got a clear lane. They come help. Boom, blocked it. I think goes out of bounds. I heard look back, they come to get me. I said, oh yeah, I ain't get back in the game. I'm first stuck with y'all now. I said, at least I got my little minute in. I'm done now. That was an amazing feeling too. Like all the dish championships in middle school and going to state and everything like that. But a region tournament, like you don't realize how big that is in high school. Especially like Bowling Green, Central Rivalry, you don't realize how big that is until you get there and experience, especially in a region tournament. And everybody's going crazy. I'm just like, man, what the heck is going on? I'm not thinking how big it is. And then Pooh's like, man, you just won your first region championship freshman. I'm like, man. And then they bring I'm a type, I love getting shirts. I don't care what it is. State tournament, I ain't there nothing. I love getting shirts. Everybody got the shirts. I'm like, oh, we get shirts? First one to the shirts. I put mine on quick. And then everybody's like, I only played a minute and I don't know half these people. They come to me, can we take a picture? I'm like, oh yeah, come on. I'm like, people I don't even know.
He embraced the power.
I'm like, freshman, y'all don't know me. They like, take a picture. I was out there smiling. I was like, oh snap. And then we get to the locker room and start celebrating. I'm like, oh snap. And lit, music loud. And then just enjoying it. And then we all like, man, we ain't going to school the next day. I'm like, I come home and tell mama, they ain't going to school tomorrow. I ain't going.
Yeah, I can see her now. What?
I ain't going.
I didn't go to school next after we want to take the championship. I skipped.
Don't go to school then. Let me get that call.
And then Coach Young texts our group chat on iMessage. I think it's like 11 o'clock. I look at my phone. I'm like, what?
I don't get no more texts. Like, you know nothing. But y'all on a trip? Or none of your boys in this school?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Truancy like a what?
I'm like, what? I'm like, ain't no way, man. Then so I get up here and get to school. It's like lunchtime. And then I stayed there for the rest of the day. And then we had like 2 days off after that. Then that third day we practiced, and we come back the next day. It's like it's COVID. We're like, what? There's no way it's getting over here, because it was over there in China. Then we're like, there's no way it's getting over here, man. Like 4 days later, we're like, oh snap, it's about to get canceled, bro. The girls was up there actually playing.
Right.
Bowling Green was about to play, and then they was like, they ain't playing. And we're like, what? There's no way. And then we know once the girls weren't playing, well, we weren't gonna play. That's for sure.
Yeah, it crushed me. It hurt the dynasty that I felt like we was building as a group. Like, man, they ain't finna go to state. Oh man, we at the tip of the iceberg right now.
Yeah, we had so much momentum going into it. I tell people all the time, I feel like we would have won that year. I had that much confidence in that team. We had everybody to do anything, and I mean, we had so much confidence. And just COVID for hit, it was like, oh my God, no. And then COVID just killed everybody. We were like, Coach Young brought us in, like, I think the next day, they was like, man, we can either see each other again or we won't see each other again. It's the last time we could be talking to each other. Clean out our lockers, and then the rest is history after that.
Shit made y'all more hungry. Once y'all got back into it, that's what I felt like. Once it got started, man, the hunger had set in from not playing or even touching the basketball with your teammates, man. Man, I would have slept in the gym. Yeah, I could open it back up. I live here right now. I live in Central right now. Yeah. I got my lockers right there. I got all my clothes for the week. Yeah, I'd have lived in the gym once they'd open it back up. It's beautiful. But it's beautiful though, man. Like I said, all of us sitting here at this table with you, and including Vail, got to watch your maturation of what become. And like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I heard haters, but they was hating on the fact that they ain't know the work ethic, and they comparing it to what they want their kids to go through. And I'm like, man, you ain't finna go through what Ivy went through, because he went through hell to get that. if your kid get to go through hell, you start motherfucking backbiting and man, I don't like him, man. He talking the way he talking to my son like this. Man, I did some bullshit, man. I really want to whoop him, but I don't know if he can fight. like that's how it was.
Yeah.
The thing with IV was once I saw Herm get in his ass, like I'm training him and on the moves and hey man, you gotta stay down on your moves and making sure he's proper. But Herm said, nah, that little motherfucker getting where it work. And ain't no motherfucker crying. Man, shut it up. I looked over at IV and IV perked up and that's what the tension is. Okay, got him. And Herm ain't had to say another word after that. And then the key was even with mine. Hey man, get his little ass, man. Ain't with that shit. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't come to the Terror Dome without taking some mental notes as well. You couldn't be strong on the moves and not be mentally tough. Cause I mean one time we used to have to tell IV, hey man, slow your little ass down so we can play rough with you. Nah, that's when the jump shot was going. Like, he was going to kill us. Man, you know, hit like 10 threes on us, but we ain't working on that IV right now. We working on somebody bigger than you right now. What you need to do to get up out of that shit? He grinning all day. I was shooting their ass out. Yeah, we ain't working on that IV. We was trying to rough your ass up so we can see what's going on with you. Couldn't catch him.
Nah. Hell no, couldn't catch him.
That was some funny shit. You remember that? Hey man, slow your ass down, man. What you mean? Hey man, we trying to work on something, man. I done hit 10 threes on that. Yeah, but we know you can shoot. Shit, he used to piss me off in the gym once he figured out his speed could overmatch anything. I like, man. It's good right now, man, but you finna go to another level. We got to put this into you 3 years before you even hit the level. Like, you gonna know. So I expect you to hit the center running. Like I said, I expect you probably gonna be in the coach's office. Hey man, I'm here, man, recruit. What you do? You shoot threes? Hey, write them down. You don't box out? You don't play no defense? Hey, put him on shot. I expect you to be running central as far as that go, because he don't know how highly intelligent you are. Like he sees what's been instilled. But your intelligence go far beyond basketball, man. And so I love you for that.
Yeah, my first year, 2 years playing basketball, I'm like, bro, I was gonna get on my nerves, man. God, leave me alone. Cause it's like I was ready for my mom since I was probably like 7 or 8. So I ain't used to like my mom would get in me, but like it's different coming from like a man, like hearing it like that, hearing it like saying it in that type of way, especially like cussing and all that. My mom would cuss, but not like go crazy at me.
That's why you win.
Yeah. Then Worm came in. I'm a 5'5", skinny kind of fat kid. He comes in, messes with me, punching on me. Leave me alone, man.
Eating your fruit roll-ups. Eating your little Debbie snack.
I'm like, he said, and then I'm like, Mama, tell him to get off me. And then Worm's like, I'm just trying to make you tough. And then that helped me so much in the long end, because I was like, you had nobody to do that with you, just rough you up and just play with you a lot, just mess with you and push you to the extreme. Like me, like looking back on that, it just like, man, I went through that as a kid, and I look through things now, it's like, man, ain't nothing can be harder than that. Not experiencing that and everything like that, but for a year or two, I'm like, man, I don't like him, man. Leave me alone, bro.
You was shy. You was introverted. Shy the motherfucker, man. I met him. He had his little ball. He was just tight as hell. Like, I was like, man, I trained. Come on. But I'm like, damn, man, he don't say nothing. Okay. And then I figured it out. Like, he don't used to no men being around him.
And he pushed me to the extreme. That's what I love. Because like now I can push myself to the extreme. When nobody else wants to be pushed, or I can just keep pushing myself. I'm a self-motivator. That's what he helped me so much about. I'm like, somebody can motivate themselves, or somebody else can try to motivate you, but at the end of the day, you got to motivate yourself to go do it. Because some days you don't want to go do it.
What the winners do.
Yeah.
You got to dig in on your own and go do it by yourself. And that's what definitely helped me that COVID year. Is like, I had them buy me a weight set in the garage and all that. I'm like, man, I got to go do it on my own. Because ain't nobody going to tell me to go do it. You stuck at some point. You stuck. Ain't nobody going to tell me to go do it. So I was in there just working my butt off. I'm thinking, man, I'm telling Word, I'm like, man, we having a season this year. He's like, no, y'all ain't. COVID coming. I said, we having a season. So, man, I said, I'm
praying to the God.
I'm praying to the God. I'm like, man, I got it. You come on, man. God, be with me, man.
Then he hit me with this. So how you know it's over here? How you know it's coming? Because I told him, I say, look, man, I got friends that work with me, but they stay over. They from over there.
Yeah.
So they used to back and forth before it hit.
Yeah.
And they told me, they like, man, y'all ain't hear nothing about that. I'm like, nah. So he FaceTimed me while he was over there, and he showed me, cause you know it's a billion people walking the streets over there.
Yeah.
Man, he showed me FaceTime, showed me the streets. Man, you look here, it wasn't one on the streets. I know something was wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I know something was wrong.
And you know, my generation, we don't watch the news. Like we hear everything from like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, things like that. And he always had the news on. I walk in, I don't even look at the TV. I'm like, whatever. I don't care about none of that. We having our season. I don't care what nobody say. It's like if I gotta go get a file, go run a Yakis or something. We have season. We have something this year. I don't know. Nobody
Say they gonna play that Yakis.
Yeah, we having our own little tournament.
No, but you know what though, man? The crazy thing about you is though, you be so wanting to play basketball. You'll play against a special needs person, kill him. Like you be like, damn, I had beat him. Like he was serious.
All right. That dude running his.
You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna kill him. Like I ain't letting nobody win or nothing.
Nah, I don't want you to have no one up over me. I'll be beat. No, you didn't. Don't let them lie to you, man.
That's what I love about it.
And yeah, and then we ended up having workouts where like we had to split our team up. Like Monday, it would be me and 3 other people that go Monday at 5, and then our other team, we had to get out there by 6, and they'll come in at 6 to work out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We all had our own balls with our name on it. They're disinfecting and everything. It was crazy. We were like, oh my god.
I can't even do this going back out the door. That was crazy.
Yeah, we just trying to hoop. That's all we trying to do. We ain't trying to worry about none of this.
No contact.
It was so weird. I mean, we were weightlifting in gloves. We were like, bro, what's going on? Like you know, the doctor gloves, the blue gloves. We're like, man, they ripping and everything. We had to go put a whole other pair on. We're like, there's no point of this. They still gonna get dirty regardless. I mean, but yeah, that was a crazy season. I mean, so many games got canceled because of COVID. Other teams had COVID, and we were like, my lord. And then we played literally every Friday. So we would play Friday, have 6 days of practice, play another Friday. So we got no routine and no feel of each other. So which really hurt us. And we were so young. We were probably 15, 16 playing varsity, playing guys that's seniors, and we're not prepared for that. And we just got thrown in the fire. And I think that's what helped us in the long run as well.
Yeah. Hands-on spirit.
But you see, you gotta think about it though. You always been there though.
Yeah.
You always, man, when you got to us in 5th grade, man, we playing 6th grade. And you playing them over in 5th grade. What? Don't worry about it. just do not make no turnovers, and you'll go play. That was the first rule of thumb, was to break y'all's mental about I can't do this because he's older than me or he's bigger than me. Mm-hmm. You gotta think that right now, man. But people going to train, they do all that damn training, and when they get in front of somebody who's just as good or who's got your mentality, and they don't perform, they frustrated at the fact that why it didn't work. Well, you ain't playing against no damn competition when you in the gym doing your moves on somebody you kill every day. Yeah. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. So for you was always, it was when Herman said what grade we playing in? Oh, we playing up. Yeah, don't worry about the ass whoopings. I know I've already said they're gonna take ass whoopings, but I want to see where they stand up as being character guys. Because if you're gonna start freshmen and they playing varsity, they gonna take a lot of losses. They freshmen year. They might transfer if they don't know to stay together. I think we can win it. Yeah. So you got to think we was ahead of the curve with putting y'all's mind at ease about playing up like that. So for you, like, you got to think right now, you finna be a freshman. You finna be a motherfucking senior that you gonna have to deal with to take his spot, and then you got 28 games you get ready to play against some kids that play just as good as you, because the competition just it don't get no lesser. Mm-hmm. That 13th man on the college team probably done got a record somewhere in high school somewhere. He just might not play no defense. He might not play no defense. Yeah. So that's what you got to deal with. But I knew to make you prepared for it as far as mentally go, because I knew going to college, you gonna face that. That's why I quickly told you, hey man, when you go to college, ain't nobody getting ready to be your friend. Now if I don't tell you that, You think you signed a college scholarship, you happy as a mom. I'm going to school. You bright-eyed, bushy-tail, get to practice. They smacking you in your face, and you looking at it like, what's going on? Ain't no friends. Oh, nobody told me that, man. I thought he was going to be I'm on the team.
Yeah.
You taking spots right now. And that's money for certain people when they look at, transferring and shit, because you coming in as a freshman better than them, gonna piss them off.
Yeah. And then also my sophomore year was really hard. I was like, because you're playing varsity, and then point guard. I mean, some might not be your fault, but it is your fault.
Hell yeah.
You the leader of the team. So I didn't. Coach Young's getting on me, and I'm like, I ain't even do nothing.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Me fool.
You should have smacked the shit out of his ass for not setting that string the first time.
He
Man,
getting on me, and I'm like, bro, what, man?
Hey, he come to me, he asked me, why all the time Coach Young getting on him? Because I say, just like football, the quarterback, he's the captain, point guard the captain. So your job is to get on your guys before he won't get on your ass. So you got to stay on that ass. You got to.
As long as the coach like you, fuck them. Fuck them. As long as the coach like you and the assistant coach, fuck the team. Hey, man, you better shut the man. Hey, look, I'm telling you, locker room talk. Hey, man, shut the fuck up, man. This is what he said, man. And if you don't set that screen, take his ass out, man. Take him out.
Yeah.
I ain't even mad at you, but you gonna bullshit right now.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta talk to him as a point.
Yeah, man. That my sophomore year helped me so much with basketball. Like just realizing how much you gotta be a leader and how much I wasn't prepared for it. I'm like, man, why is he getting on me? I'm going home mad at myself, all this and that. And I'm like, I just had to realize like, oh, I'm the leader of the team. Like it's on me at the end of the day. And I learned that my sophomore year, and it helped me so much for the following years. And then we lost first round of district. Got killed by Greenwood. We were just young. We weren't taking it serious. We were thinking we're Central. Oh, they're gonna lay down. But nah, we go out there and get beat by like 35, I think. I'm like, oh.
Aaron wasn't playing.
Get the target on their back.
Aaron wasn't playing.
Yeah, knocked her straight off. And we're like, oh. When you get in the locker room, we like, Coach Troy's like, y'all remember this feeling? Y'all gonna have to look back on this. Remember this feeling? And we text the group chat. We like, man, we gotta remember this feeling forever. And we went into that summer league, killing everybody, just killing. And then we come into our junior year, where I don't even think they have us not even close on the top 25. But they do preseasons like rankings, whatnot. And I think Sporting Times, they do their little pre-region thing, and I think we're like,
yeah, we talked about that.
See, they was late on what the formula was though. You gotta understand, they never seen like what I figured out when y'all went to state, Frederick Douglass. And I want to say Bryan Station up in Lexington, and probably some Louisville teams were the only ones that had programs that was operating like Teach One, Reach One. And he said they would have had better players on the Frederick Douglass, but because the district split they split their AAU team up. So I was like, damn, y'all just like us, but y'all got to keep y'all's fold. And so the thing was, y'all was ahead of the curve, man, when y'all was coming into y'all's junior year.
Yeah, and summer league was going good. Then that end of that summer, my knees just started hurting like crazy. I'm having trouble getting out of bed, getting on the toilet, off the toilet. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what's going on? So I ended up going to get my knees checked out. And they were saying I had Oscar Slaughter, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I'm like, whatever. Like me, I'm hooping regardless. I'm hurting, not hurting. I'm hooping. If I can do something to heal it, it is. And they was like, the doctor was just like, it happens, can go away anytime, can stay here for forever, stay here for a few months. It's just how it is. So I'm playing every day. I'm like, oh, it's hurting. It's like unbearable pain. Wake me up at night. I'm like, oh my God, not getting sleep. Just like, oh my God, man. And then so I think I sat out. Many people don't know I sat out for about 3-4 months before our season. 3-4 months before our season, I didn't get to practice at all until like the last 3 weeks. So I'm pushing myself, and Coach Young just tell me like, we're slow into it. I'm like, man, I'm trying to play the first game. I'm trying to get ready. So we play Barron County at home. I start. I'm thinking I'm not starting. I'm coming off the bench. I'm trying to ease my way back into it. I'm starting, man. I'm out there dead. Absolutely dead. we still pressing and everything. I'm like, bro, I'm on looking like, man, come get me. I'm done. I'm like, he's like, you ready? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm ready. Come on, I'm ready to get back in the game. I'm pushing myself and all that. Man, it was a crazy season that year. I mean, it was so many ups and downs. Just my knees was hurting so bad. I was like, I feel like I just wasn't myself at all.
So your junior year, you had to get in shape during the season.
Yeah, I had to get in shape during the whole.
That's tough.
First 3-4 weeks
During the season.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
And then just the knee pain was just awful. Like during school, I have to sit down for 15 minutes, stand up, walk around. I couldn't be in one position the whole time. Walking upstairs, downstairs, just so much pain. And
So you was walking upstairs, downstairs to another class?
Yeah, going to class, go between
Oh,
class.
so that's what they do over Central C, dog.
Man, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that.
Man.
You gotta be special for that to happen.
Y'all, so you ain't go to class. That's what you told him. That's what
No,
you
he
telling
go
me.
class.
You didn't leave? Oh,
He
man.
ain't leave.
Yeah, he get to work, man.
He
get
just
to work.
walking around.
Yeah, I got to walk around because like
Yeah. He ain't leave.
Man.
like I am right
That's how y'all do over Central C. At Bonefield, we studious.
Check attendance.
We studious. We in class.
Check attendance.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah.
911 come knocking on my door.
Now y'all were playing system over. Hey, I'm here today. And then walk out of class. Y'all, man, y'all are.
Nah,
See, we studious over here, Bonefield.
the lady sitting, she'd be talking, teacher be talking. I'm like, bro, I'm hurting. So I stand up, walk around the classroom for about 5 minutes, come sit back down. But yeah, that was so much pain. I mean, I tell people about it. I was like, man, that's no joke. They be like, yo, whatever. I'm like, man, knee pain is no joke. What I had, that's no joke, man. It just feels like your knees just getting pulled over and over again. And I don't know how many times people done need me while I'm playing or anything. I'm like, bro, it's sensitive.
That's why you got working pants.
It's sensitive. It's sensitive, man. I'm trying to tell people. But yeah, that was. We wasn't ranked at all in the top 25. I think we get to like Christmas time, we go play up in Mason County. We were up there go win that tournament, and we get a little into like the 20th spot, and we're still not looked by nobody. We're like nobody has no respect for us, anything like that. So we're smacking teams. We move on closer, but we're staying in that 17, 18 area, not getting really up into the top 10s. And then so we're like, man, what the heck? And then Greenwood was a senior-led squad. They had all seniors. Bowling Green had real good players. They were young. They had Turner and all them. And we go to Greenwood, I think like a little bit after Christmas. I think I had a play where I could have took a charge, but I moved out the way because this is a close game. And I'm thinking if I get a charge and he gets an and-one, it's going to be close. And I think I had three fouls. And if I go out, I'm like, oh, snap. So I move out the way. I'm getting chewed out. The whole time.
How you gonna take that charge?
I'm like, why you gonna take that charge? I'm like, all right, bro. All right. And then we end up losing the game, but it goes into 2-3 overtimes. I get into the locker room. I think we was in there for about 45 minutes. All 45 minutes was straight meat. One play straight meat. I'm getting cussed out. This is
even the great ones get it.
This is that. I'm just taking it like a man because I mean I ain't about to cry.
Exactly.
That ain't me. So I'm taking it like a man. This and that. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking he about to stop. Here goes somebody else. Come back to me. I think I'm slick. I think I'm cool now. Nah. I'm like, all right, man. Then I think we had film the next day. He replays it like 5-6 times. I'm like, man, oh my God.
Yeah, he know you know better.
Yeah.
You know better, man.
And then good thing about Coach Chun, like he'll get on you. Then it's love at the end of the day. He'll be like, man, come here. I love you. And then he'll be like, he'll say something about your mom. I'm like, man, watch out, man. I ain't messing with you. You just cussed me out yesterday.
It's that relationship.
Yeah. I'm like,
He can't just be your friend, man. He be these kids' friends nowadays, man. They'll fuck over a coach, man. Man, fuck him, man. He don't want to play me no more. Why he don't want? I ain't been working.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Yeah, that's what happens. But think about it though. You have been groomed already to take that cussing, man. The cussing ain't the lesson. It's the message.
Yeah.
I tell people this all the time, man. Stop listening to me cuss, man, and listen to what the fuck I'm telling you, because I'm telling you some shit that work. It's working for me.
Yeah.
And I don't go to church or none of this. The church is in me.
Yeah.
I don't go sit down and listen to somebody tell me something, man. It's my spirit.
Yeah.
So it's the message, man.
Yeah. And then that's what I feel like as my teammates looked at me, I'm like, man, if you don't take it, you the captain. That means that shows them they ain't gonna be able to take it. And
They get ready to transfer.
yeah, they like, man, our leader can't take it. What you
What
think
if we
they
go
gonna
back
get
to
me?
Bowling Green, man? You know.
And I'm like, nah. I'm like, man, I'm gonna take it like a man, because I mean, ain't no reason to cry. And then we're still 17, 18. We have a good record. I mean, we're probably 20 something and 2, I think. And we're like, man, we should be up there. There's no way. We see some teams like on Twitter and all over, they ain't better than us at all.
You'd be like 13, 7, they rank high now.
Yeah, we like, they not better than us, man. We just like, people ain't seeing us right now. Because our sophomore year, we lost first round of district. Anybody worry about Warren Central. And then we get to regional tournament, we smack everybody, and then we get to that championship game. It was a hard fought championship game. We come out, win.
Y'all cheated.
No, we did not cheat. We did not cheat. We did not cheat at all.
Y'all
How did you cheat? What happened?
Y'all paid off the refs.
Nah, we don't pay no refs. Hey, we don't got no
we ain't got that. I know Central ain't got no money to be paying off no refs.
From y'all sophomore year to y'all's junior year, it was y'all's team then.
Yeah, it was
like y'all sophomore year, it wasn't really y'all's team.
Yeah.
Like y'all still had somebody over top of y'all. Like, man, you better not shoot that shit.
Yeah, and junior year we get the draw. We pull mail, and I think we're practicing for them, this and that. We know they got Caleb Glenn going to Louisville, all this and this, and we're like, I think some random dude posted a poll on Twitter that was like, who y'all got, Central or male? It was like 96% male, 4% Central. We're like, oh, they tripping. They about to go there and lay down. Like, they crazy.
They don't know what's being built.
I was like, they crazy. Then I think I was going. We came to watch a game earlier that day, because we always go up a day before to watch a few games. And I go to concession stand, and the lady asked me, who you play for? I was like, Warren Central. She's like, who y'all play out? We was like, male. She looked at me like, she was like, good luck. And I was like, what? I was like, good luck. I was like, what?
They already flagged y'all.
They already had it laid out by Tuesday. They already had it laid out.
Hey, go and give him some free popcorn. He ain't gonna be here too.
I said, oh, no, you crazy. I said, nah, you crazy. I looked at her like that. I said, what? And she walked away. And then that game was a good game. I mean, I loved it. It was our first time at UK, so we all nervous. I tell all my guys are nervous. I'm like, man, we just got to go out and have fun, win or lose at the end of the day. And then I was just saying, I heard all my guys. I was like, everybody's doubting us right now, man. We got to prove everybody wrong. This is a time to prove it. We've been whole season. We've been fighting for this moment right here. Let's not let it end right now. And then OG, I think fourth quarter, he just takes over. I mean, man, that man is a dog. I don't care what nobody say.
Thanos.
Dog.
Yeah, with the ring. He got all the rings.
Dog.
Yeah.
And then many people don't know about OG. Like, he don't say nothing. He don't say nothing to you until you start talking to him. Once you start talking to him,
assassin.
it's over with for you. It's over with for you. He's a dog, man. He's
truth, man. He's truth.
He's dog, man. You ain't never see. You don't see no 6'3", 205-pound person handle the ball like he handles the ball, and he's going straight at your chest. You either take it or you gonna lay down. And he saved us that game. I ain't gonna lie, he saved us that game. And then the second game, I think we ended up playing. What did we end up playing? Who we played?
It was a blur.
Yeah, I know we Mel, and then who? Who did we play? I think I gotta look on my phone real quick. What?
I think it was.
It don't matter. They smacked them.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. We know what happened at the end of this season.
Oh, Murray.
Yeah, Murray.
We know what happened at the end of the
I was
season.
going to say Murray. Yeah,
Murray. We're thinking like we about to kill them. We got so much momentum from Mel. We're like, we about to kill them. Man, they point guard nice. Get into his spots, shot fake. Lucky, I think he had like 30.
Yeah.
Man, he's
about 30.
Now, what'd you realize about that point guard?
I was like, if we just don't let him get to his spots, we fine. And that's all we got to worry about him. And I think they had one more dude that was a big man, and OG was on him. We were like, he's solid.
He figured out where his freedom was, though.
Like, so I get on him, and we start getting him half court. And then he ended up having a double dribble called on him. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I just turned up. I don't show no emotion. I'm like, I'm just whatever. And then I just get lit. I'm like, man, let's get this. And then we take off on them, win that game, and we're amazed. We're like, Central. We see all this on Twitter. Central this, Central that. oh my God, Central's winning this. We're like, man, we supposed to be here. We supposed to be here. We don't care what nobody say. We supposed to be here. We have belief in ourselves. That's all that matters. The 22 people we have in our locker room is all that matters to us. It don't matter what nobody else thinks. And then we play Lexington Catholic next game.
Cup calf.
Yeah, cup calf.
Yeah.
And we see they start point guard. He broke his ankle bad. I mean, like he almost broke it. I don't know if he got some shots or not, but he came back to play. I'm thinking, you know.
He supposed to be missing 4 days, right?
I don't know what they doing over there. They must have gave that man a whole new ankle. So I'm thinking, you know,
He come out of the locker room brand new.
When you roll your ankle, you like, man, all right, I'm gonna chill today. If I got a 3, I'm gonna shoot it, or if I got a layup, I'm gonna take it. He come out trying to kill. I think he had like 25 in the first quarter. I'm like, oh no, he was cold. Though.
He had that
cold.
new ankle.
He was like 5'10", a little stocky.
Yeah,
he was
nice. Yeah,
You say he come from Cumberland Catholic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had that new ankle.
He'll go that way, swing back that way.
And he got that grit.
Hey,
like,
and that look off game.
Oh, he'll look that way. He think you think I'm going that way?
Yeah,
Pull up. And he just you know somebody killer when they go back and just be laughing. I'm like, oh no, he on one today. So we had to lock in and stop him. And then
Notice you talking about defense. You ain't talking about none of your offense. It's defense.
We got to worry about them because at the end of the day we gonna score. But we got to stop them too.
Yeah,
because they got scores like we got scores.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like third quarter. Pale set me up, man. That's my dog, but he set me up. They got like a 6'6" DN. He's standing at the half court. He sets me up. Turn around. Bow. He brings me.
Hold on. How many times you got set up?
Oh, it was like 2 times. He set me up bad. I said,
Bang, bang.
The first one though was like, I'm thinking he speeds up, stops, speeds up again. Boom, my ear rings, and he hit my knee at the same time. I'm like, oh snap. Man, they scored. We called timeout. I'm over there cussing Pell out. Man, what's wrong with you, bro? Calling him every word in the book. And, you know, Pell don't get riled up. He's like, my fault, bro. Mm-hmm. What happened again? I think, like the next play. I'm like, oh. And then they score again. And then I think like 2 plays after that, we called timeout. It was immediate. I go over there, cuss him out again. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You said what you want. He's like, he's just mumbling to me. I'm like, bro, whatever, bro. And I'm like, I'm straight. And then we ended up winning that game. Man, I thought he hit that 3. He caught it, shot it clean. I'm thinking, oh snap. Goes off the rim. We were celebrating. Coach Young said, like, don't celebrate, bro. It ain't over yet, whatever. So we go to the championship game, and I say to this day, they should have it where they should just pay for another, like, however much money for it to go another day on instead of having paying back-to-back games.
They did do that, and they were losing money.
But I say,
he broke it down to me on the last run.
I say they
lose money.
They just pay it another day because it could just change so much.
Nah, y'all good. Y'all
so
young.
much.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
But no, it's really a disadvantage for that team that plays the late game for sure.
So you talk about that. Dude rolled his ankle this year, and if you had another day rest, he probably would have cooked y'all even more.
Nah, we would have won for sure.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
We gonna keep it even, kid.
He already got that brand new ankle.
Yeah, we gonna keep it killed.
Good thing it wasn't broke in yet.
I see that.
I get what I be saying.
I know what he said. I just said.
Yeah.
It could also go the other way too, because like little buddy, he was everything Frederick Douglass had at that point, and we like, hey man, he ain't playing like hey,
don't let him keep going now. What's wrong with you?
Hey.
Y'all don't see what we see.
And his ankles hurt, and I'm like, hey man, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
I get what you saying, but then financially, when he broke it down to me, I was like, damn, that do make sense. I was like, shit though.
But it could have went either way. We could have won it the year before. They could have won it this year. I mean, I see it as 1-1.
Why y'all didn't win it, y'all?
See, look,
I'm finna get to what used to be his kryptonite that I knew as senior year.
I'm about to get to it. So I think we played that late game our junior year. We go back to the hotel. We get something to eat. We get in the ice baths, and we're like, man, what the heck? Time's going by super fast. We look at our phones. We're like, oh, we about to leave in 30 minutes. Golly. So we get ready and all that. We're ready. They doing announcements and everything. The whole squad, coaching staff, us, bench players, people with their warm-ups on, everything. We're like, man, this is new to us. So, yeah, we go into that game. It's a hard-fought game. I think so, like, the first 3 games, we're losing by a lot. The other teams start off hot, we start off slow. But in that championship game, it was weird. We started off hot, and they started off slow. And then it was going back and forth. I had a play where I think we're up 5. And I'm thinking there's help on my right side towards the middle. They point guard blow past me. And I thought I could reach and get the ball. But as I reached, he went for his layup, and I fouled him, and he got an M1. So we're up 2 then. And then I think they go to zone. And, I'm attacking the zone. I'm attacking the top guy. And as I throw a jump pass, because, they're 6'4", 6'5". I know he's about to jump for it. As I throw the ball, as he's jumping, the other dude grabs my hand, and I, try to still throw it, and they get a steal, and they go down, tie it up. And I'm like, oh, snap. And then it gets down back and forth. Then later in that game, we're like, I think it's like 10 seconds left to get the ball up. I'm looking for the senior to take the shot. He comes off somewhat open. He can still get it off. He doesn't get it off. Throws it back to me. I look at the shot clock. I'm like, 6 seconds. I got to make something happen. Go get a foul. I'm confident in making both of these. Get up there and make the first one. Switch. Easy. They call timeout. I know they trying to ice or whatever. I ain't sitting down. I'm like, man, my adrenaline's pumping. I'm ready. I don't know I'm making this. All my teammates coming in, no pressure. I'm like, man, I'm making this. I don't care. I ain't no pressure, man. Never feel no pressure. Get back up to that line. Feel like any normal free throw. Shot it, felt good, and it just didn't go in. And then I thought OG got a rebound, and it just went out of bounds. Got subbed out, and I'm like, oh, snap, dog. No way we just lost like this. And off a free throw, and then,
How many times you been in that situation in AAU?
I've been in that situation a lot.
Yeah, that's why I said, man, your destiny was your senior year. You weren't gonna make that same mistake in your last year. It's he had to line. Oh man, I hope he ain't thinking about that game with such and such. But he missed them free throws to could have beat the game, and there's no time on the clock.
And we go lose, we lose, and I'm like, oh snap, bro. And I'm thinking, I played all right. I didn't play that good in state tournament. I was like, all right, mediocre. I had some 9, 8 point games or whatever, and I didn't know I had 27 assists with 1 turnover. I didn't know that till
hell of a motherfucking
like at the end, and I'm like, what? I didn't know that. And then, I get on all state tournament team. That was real big for me, because after I miss a free throw, I'm like, oh snap. And then we get into the locker room, and we just saying like we weren't supposed to be here. People saying that we shouldn't have been here, this and that, and we proved everybody wrong in the whole state of Kentucky.
So you say you made all state with probably averaging 8 points, and with your assist ratio for assists was 27 to 1.
Yeah, 27 to 1.
A lot of people ain't understanding that you don't have to score to still make the teams like that, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
So yeah, we all in the locker room. We all balling out. We like, oh snap, man, we was this close, and all my guys come to me. I'm like, man, I'm straight. I'm good. And then, deep down inside, you like, man, I ain't good. But, you got to tell my guys I'm good. I'm like, man, it's straight. We're going to get back. We're going to bounce back. And then Coach Young tell me we wouldn't have been here without you and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good and whatnot. Then I was like, just to myself, I'm like, I ain't going out like that again. If it ever comes down to a free throw that I got to win a game for us, I'm hitting it. So that summer, I worked my butt off. I shot 1,000 shots every single day. Played with Coach said, played with WKY. We traveled everywhere. I was killing everybody. I probably averaged 21, 22 points a game that summer. Killing everybody. I'm like, I was getting on the map, playing up there at the Expo in Louisville. Played like 5, 6 tournaments up there. Played 3 tournaments in probably Tennessee. I was we were supposed to go to Atlanta. I was really looking forward to that, but some of our guys was going to Bowling Green's prom with their girlfriend. So. I was like, ain't no way y'all about to go, man.
They won Central got Bowling Green girlfriend.
Yeah,
You can't go to the game, man.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, bro, I already answered. We can go with this. And I'm like, bro, come on. I was like, a bunch of college coaches or your girl going to prom. They chose their girl. I was like, oh, shit. So we didn't get to play that tournament. I feel like we'd have went up there and made some noise for sure. And then I got into my senior year. I'm feeling so good about my game, and the knee pain just literally just went away. I was like, oh, thank God, it literally went away. It was a big summer league. Everybody was saying we was a favorite to win the state again, and or not again, to win it, and we were just killing everybody in the summer league, and we're going in ranked number 1 and 2. GRC, they still got GRC 1 because they did win it last year, and so we having a good year, and we come in, we're like, man, we're winning state. We don't care.
You talking about your senior year?
Yeah, I'm like, we can talk.
Hey,
that
man,
talk now.
man,
Yeah.
you better big head up. Y'all ranked number 1 for a long time, man. That was a hell of a run being ranked, man.
I'm out of high school. We can talk that talk now.
Toot your horn.
We was literally like, we're winning this. We don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody stopping us. So I think we ended up playing Barron County first game. We smacked them by like 40. We were like, oh snap, it was bad. I think everybody on the team scored that game. you know it's just bad when everybody scored.
Yeah, everybody get to jump on your ass.
So, and then we see the schedule. We're King of the Bluegrass, Lexington Catholic tournament. We're thinking, oh, this is the big tournaments that we won that last year. That we're at the little tournament. So now we at the big dog tournaments, man. That's what we want. And then I think our 4th, 5th game we go to play Owensboro. I ain't gonna say I knew it was gonna be a game, but I feel like it was, cause I usually don't go to sleep on the bus, but I end up going to sleep. And I wake up full of energy. I'm like, oh snap, I'm ready. And then the first quarter, I think I have like 2 points. And then Cade's out because he had the same thing with his knees, Oscar Slaughter. So he was having a lot of pain. Also, he's growing. He has shin splints and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's awful. So yeah. And then we get in the locker room. Coach Un's going off on me, this and that, we need you to score some. And then Coach said, I don't know, he just gets to me. I think it's because I just spent the whole summer with him. He's like, man, he calm. He's like, man, we need you to score some points. You know how he is. I'm like, I'm like, all right, bet. Man, come out, drain the 3. And then I think I hit like 2 right after that again. I'm like, man, I'm ready to come. I'm on, man. Give me the rock. I'm going to kill. I think I went on a run by myself, I think. 15-2 run, I think, by myself. Everything going in. Feeling good. Like I said, rims wide open. Coach Chung called the timeout. He said, man, I don't even got no game plan. Just y'all keep doing what y'all doing. So to me,
in the Maybach.
He said that what he heard.
To me, I'm like, oh man, keep playing.
I ain't got no game. We ain't got no game plan. Yeah, we do. We got game plan.
Keep hooping. So yeah, I come down. I'm just playing. I'm playing around, walking into threes, all that. And then I feel like I wanted to go for the record, but then I think my last 3 I came down, stepped into one. They was super deep. I'm like, man, I'm feeling myself. I can ice cash. Airball. I said, oh yeah. I go to Coach John thought I wanted a sub, but I went like, I was like, my fault, man. He subbed me out. I was like,
I turned right back around with the back. Hey man, we got the wrong message. I wasn't trying to give you no minutes.
I would have said right by the table.
But I feel like I could have got the record in, but at the end of the day, it's just, we won the game, have fun. I had a night. When you have a night, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And then we go play King of the Bluegrass. We looking forward to this. Central this, Central that. We at the top of we number 1 in the state. That's what everybody wants to see. Central. Man, I think we played DeSales our first game. Packed house. We're like, oh, everybody here to see us. Let's give them a show, man. We were BSing that game for sure. We were cruising. we were thinking we're about to smack them or whatnot, but they kept it a close game. And then this and that, they kept it a close game. We won it though. We should have easily blown them out by 20. I think that's the only game. That game and 2 Bowling Green games and a few state games, we only within 10 points, but we definitely should have blew them out without a doubt. Then Manual, man, you know how people is. Like last year, they was talking about the mail game. Louisville don't get no calls up or UK, this and that. Central should have beat us. We're like, man, don't put it in the refs' hands for a game.
Right.
So exactly. They like, so they bring that back up. They like, let's see if Manual gonna beat Warren Central because what they did to the mail boys last year. We're like, man, we ain't not worried about them at all. They a bunch of like Louisville guys. They gonna try to come play hard defense, hack and foul, talk trash or like whatever. And then the sales basically that's basically in the Louisville area, ain't it?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
So we know we in their city when not everybody gonna show up. So they Manual pop out. Them boys start talking off the rip. Smacked them. Hand it to him. We like, bro, what? Hand it to him. And then you know it's a good game when Mar catch a few dunks.
Oh yeah. Skywalker.
I get a steal thrown off the glass. He go, boo! I said, oh, it's over with. I said, man, them boys need to start talking over there. Then we go play Great Crossing, and then I don't think people know Great Crossing beat us in the summer league.
Yeah.
That summer going into our senior year, off a game winner. And then we're like, oh, whatever, we get back this game. One of their players comes up to Coach Young and was like, it's gonna be a long night for y'all. I'm like, what? So and OG's guarding that dude so we like Coach Young go tell OG, like he said, y'all gonna have a long night. OG shut him down. And they were like they were playing man at first and we were killing them. We just had to worry about the 7-footer, him just shooting over top, but we was playing being physical. We blow them out. I mean, we were killing it. We was talking all bad about it. Halftime, you know what? We blowing somebody out when we in there just laughing it off. And I think what ended up happening, Leak goes up. Leak, if you know Leak, he can either want to dunk one game or not dunk one game. It's either or. Man. It's either or.
Yeah.
He goes up. Tries to dunk on the dude. We like, oh, yeah, it's the type of timing we on this game. We know the type of timing on this game. And then we knew they were scared. I think after halftime, they went in the zone, and it was over after that. Every time teams go in the zone against us, we killed them. We killed them. I don't care what nobody say. And that was an amazing tournament, amazing feeling. Man, our guys, I think Rondo was at that Manual game.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
yeah, Rondo
our guys are going crazy because most of our guys are UK fans. Oh, man, it's Rondo. Man, they a bunch of fanboys in there. I'm like, man. I didn't know he was there. I was out the zone. I was like, I'm ready to go, man. Because we drove back and forth every game because we didn't stay in no hotel up there. So I'm like, I'm tired. I'm ready to go, bro. I ain't trying to get no picture of Rondo, man.
That's a hell of a trip, though, to back and forth for all them games y'all play.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh, my goodness. And then, but a lot of people don't know. I think he gave us like 2-3 days off because we didn't play again until that Lessing Catholic tournament.
Right.
So we took 3 days off, and then I think that second or third day it started snowing. And we're thinking, what? Like heavy snow. And then one thing about Warren County, like it goes deep. It goes far past the east. So like those back roads, if those kids can't make it to school, they just call school because there's no point. So we didn't get to practice for 3-4 days probably. We got in the gym one time out of like a week and a half and got shots up for an hour, literally. And then the same day we played Madison Central is the day we went up. So we played them and we got off the bus. And soon we got off the bus, we had to put our stuff on, go out there and warm up. I think we got there with like 10 minutes up to warm up. And you know how that go. They smacked us. they treat us like a JV squad, man. I was like, oh my God. Literally.
Oh, you talking about the only loss y'all had?
Treat us like a JV squad. We're like, oh my God, man. And we're like, we're getting chewed out. We're like, man, we ain't been doing nothing for about a week and a half, man. What you want from us, man? What you want from us? And I was like, oh, I mean, but everything was going in their favor though. I mean, they were hitting everything. It was their game for sure. The game that we didn't show up, they showed up. What made us look even more awful. And then, man, if you one team in the state, you're gonna be all over Twitter. I go refresh my Twitter. Number 1 Central gets exposed like a JV team. I'm like, bro, no way. I'm like, JV team. I'm like, what the heck? I said, he about to do us like that. He about to do us like that. So yeah,
Man, I can see the pressure on y'all coming back when y'all got full practice. The JV squad.
yeah. But yeah, to this day, I don't care what nobody says. If we had practice time, they would have beat us like that. We would have killed them. I feel like they was nowhere near us. I swear. But it was in God's hand. Everything happened for a reason. At the end of the day,
That made me mad as hell that he telling me that story. What I want the whole senior year. I don't want to lose motherfucker. Nothing.
Yeah. But everything happened for a reason. That's what it's like, man. It's God's hand. If we didn't lose that game, I mean, he could have had us losing the state championship game. And
Yeah, that too. That we said that.
I said,
so we're like,
me and Jay said it. He said, "Nah." Me and Jay said, "Me and Jay, we said y'all gonna go, y'all gonna take a loss." I said, "Nah."
We didn't know it was gonna be that way.
Me and Jay was saying if they do take a loss, they need it early.
Yeah.
Right, Jay? An early loss. That's what we said, Jay.
Yeah, I ain't want you to lose. Period. But when you tell me what happened, I'm not dumb enough not to say it's like a boxing match, man.
Yeah.
I'm in there 7 days after the week, and you get in there too. I'm gonna tattoo your ass. I'm gonna have some fun with you in there. He ain't got his jab going. Yeah, finna kill him.
But yeah. But they were a good team though, for sure. They were a good team. They played a hard schedule. I think they went like 15-14 and almost made it to the state tournament. So I mean, they weren't a bad team, but I feel like they were nowhere close to us at that moment of time. But yeah, I think me and Kay texted group chat and we were like, man, don't worry about that loss. Everything's happened for a reason. And we rather lose now than lose then at the end of the day.
Right.
So yeah, we watched film. I think Coach Young calls us in his hotel room. I think we watched film for like an hour 30. Talking about all that. And then we're like, man, we just gotta make it back today and show everybody what we about. And then I think we played, if I ain't mistaken, we played Fern Creek. I think we ended up scoring like 90. They ended up scoring like 40, 50.
Yeah, it was some hella ass.
We were like, oh,
right there. That's when you jump on the team.
Motherfucker had time to just sleep on it. Think about what they done did us.
And then look, we thinking we gonna play in the main gym again like we just did. They send us to the Ox. And you know, Bowling Green no oxygen, what that used to look like.
Yeah.
It was worse than that. It was bad. It was bad. We were like, what?
They down there in the YMCA gym.
No AC.
no lighting. Man.
Ryan's going all type of way.
Hey, do it look like Caverna's middle school? Is that they middle school? Because that looked like penitentiary gym right there.
And then, you know how the new scoreboards is.
Yeah.
They had the old ones.
You know what I'm talking about?
The light bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
And they sent us there. We're like, what, man? Ain't no way they just put us here.
Yeah,
and
disrespectful.
And then we got back in the main gym the next 2 games. We killed those guys. I think I don't even know what teams we played. We smacked them or whatnot. And then we go up. We come back to the city. And then they still have us like top 5 though at the end of the day. Then we play a lot of good teams. We beat them, this and that. Then we get to like the district games. And really, honestly, it was really just us and BG at the for the district and region. That's all it was. Greenwood's young. They were just young. South was new coach, young. And then we were like, it's just us and BG. That's all we have to worry about. And we felt like BG wasn't nowhere near us. We were like,
that's not what it came out to be.
We was like, we ain't got, hey.
I try to tell y'all, sure had something up his sleeve.
Hey, it don't matter because they was watching us while we was getting our rings. And
hold up, no, get to your story. Now I'm gonna ask a question.
They was watching us while we was getting our rings, but
I got one. I'm just saying.
Hey, we equal out there. But yeah, it was close games with them. They had some good games. We had some good games. At third place at Bowling Green, it's definitely hard to win. Good crowd and just a good environment. Y'all probably got some refs dirt. Y'all be sliding some money to them. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be probably sliding some under the table. So
the keys finna come to Bowling Green. Right?
But yeah, nah.
You see a call I made for you, right?
But it's just some places where it's hard to win. At like Greenwood, they're hard to win at anyways. It's a little gym and it just gets packed super quick. It's hard. Swamp. It's hard to win there.
And you hear everything somebody say to your ass.
Everything.
I mean, you're literally the people are close to you as this wall is to me. I mean, you can hear it.
Used to be worse.
Yeah, you can hear it.
You really be on top of you.
You can hear it.
Like they on your neck.
But yeah, Bowling Green, we go there, and I think It was a really good game, but we ended up beating them by a few. I think just only a few, and
No, it's like 15.
it was 15
It was at least 15.
for real.
First
And-
game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it started off slow. It was like 30 minutes first quarter. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
God.
yeah. So and then, but was really electric, man. Second play of the game, Marv. Boom! Put Buddy on ESPN top 10. I'm like, God. I'm like, oh my Lord. Because Mark, he's so casual when he dunk. He like, you never know when he's gonna dunk or lay the ball up. And he just goes up and dunks it. I'm like, oh snap. And then, but that was a good game. But we played so bad, we feel like we lost. Like that's how good we were. So we was like, man, it feels like a loss. And then later on we skipped to region. We go play at Greenwood. It was a packed house. I mean, super packed. I think people were standing on the sidelines, if I'm not mistaken. Super packed, and it was a close game to the end. I think Tay scored about 8 or 9 points that game, and that's what really helped us. He had a few and ones and rebounds, and guys like that when they come in and show what they can do and just add those extra points, they're not getting scouted by the other team. They're just like, whatever happens. But he showed up so big for us that game. Really was helped us win.
What's he get to do now, though? Tay.
Talking about that Union.
Yeah, you just said he's at Union. You just said a mouthful right there.
He going to play basketball at Union. Him, Leak, and OG, they all be good out there. Especially they're close to. They're all close together, so they'd be good up there. And Union's a good school. They're a good basketball school.
Hold on. Who started out of them three?
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
OG.
3 of them got scholarships
Yeah.
though. And tell you how good that team was.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what it's all about. Tay plays so big roles. Even Leak, Leak has so much potential. Like he's not even at his best yet, and he's just now about to be a freshman in college. So he has so much growth, and all those guys, I wish the best of luck for them. We all gonna stay in touch forever. And then we get to regional tournament. We're thinking it's hard time. We know it's gonna be us and BG. It's gonna be hard to beat a team four times, because I mean, you get their best shot every single time, especially region tournament. So we get there. It's a hard fought game, close. And then the third quarter, I think we take off. We take off by like 15 points. And we're like, oh yeah, it's in the bag, man. And I don't know if we got too comfortable or what.
Yeah,
And
he put your ass in that stall.
They was hitting shots, and we had no run. We had a
Same
bunch.
thing Jay been saying. Sure, I got something planned.
Yeah.
I look at Jay. I said, man, Jay, you ain't talking about nothing. He said, watch now.
We just had a bunch of turnovers, and they were capitalizing off them. So it was just our own mistakes that we were making. I feel like it wasn't nothing on their end. It was just we were making mistakes.
Guy didn't keep the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
Pulled back and started
And then-
holding that ball. I'm like, what is he doing, man? And then all they finna do it. Hey, get into this because they finna go cold.
Yeah.
And that's what happens.
Yeah. And then it was just a really we should have won in regulation, but
Should have, could have, won.
yeah,
We should have won in regulation. What are you talking
We
about?
should have won in regulation, but we missed a
You let little buddy lock you up.
you miss a one.
Hold on, them up.
Little Luke, or let Luke lock you
Luke
up.
Luke Skywalker.
Nah, he didn't let Luke lock him
Yeah,
up.
he
He just
did.
did what told him to do.
Luke is out there. Oh yeah,
He
digging in.
just did what
you miss a 1-footer to win the game, but I mean we were like, it's whatever, keep it pushing. Then we get into overtime, and then going back and forth. We get up I think by like 4, and we start making dumb turnovers again. They scored, tied up, and then I think it's like tied. We're up 2, and we call a play where it's just a bunch of movement, and we just screen, and they like their young guy, he was just trying to run through screens, just trying to be physical and show you that he's powerful. And we're like, man, I said a good screen, he tries to run through my chest. I mean, I'm rock solid, man. What you talking about? And he just runs and he just stays there. And then K gets a wide open layup, and then crowd goes wild, and then
You talking about the backdoor play?
Yep.
Yeah, that was dope right there.
I set a baseline screen, and he just comes off, and you can just tell, like I see it in his face, he's about to try to run through. If he runs through, it's a foul, and then if he doesn't get through it, it's a layup. And then I think it's their ball, And then we're thinking, oh snap, they about to set a screen for Mason, run into the basket, and they just gonna throw it up. I mean, he's 6'8", nobody's gonna jump with him. He's just tall. So they do it, and he just end up just catching the half court, calling timeout. We're thinking MJ's taking this last shot. This is the guy you want taking your last shot. And he catches it back. We're thinking he's one dribble pull up or one dribble fade. That's him. One dribble fade or one dribble pull up. He just jumps super high. It's no contest. Yeah. And then Mar helps amazingly. And then it was a charge, but in that game, they're not gonna make the call.
With no charge.
It was a charge.
He pivoted out and then went the other way.
He fell on top of him.
He pivoted out and spun the other way. He did the Kobe move. He said, and kicked the buddy.
Jalen on the coaching staff, so he gonna go with. Yeah, he's still on the coaching staff.
No, they just still pay him.
Yeah,
they pay who?
He got that mailbox money.
Yeah.
We don't know when it's coming.
That P.O. box.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna come here. P.O. box.
Jalen, where you been? Checking the mail.
and then he kicked it to Luke. Luke had a really good shot, really good look. I feel like he caught it like not weird. And I mean, Leak, to shoot over Leak is, I mean, it's hard. You gotta be like,
hell yeah.
That shot. He's super long. And the way he shot it and the angle I was at, there's a video of me taking off before it even hit the
That was my question. How the hell you know he missed that? Because I'm behind him. I'm like directly behind him up top. I'm like,
you seen the angle?
I'm right here, and the angle, he's over there shooting, and I see it, and I take off. I'm like, it's short. I take off. Boom. All right. I heard the Bowling Green section go, oh, and then our section goes insane. I'm like, oh, that's dope.
You seen the angle?
I saw the angle. It was either me going to be taking off or it was me going to be sitting there crying. I mean, it was one or the other. It's one or the other, and luckily we won that game, and it was so much just enjoyment to just know that we made it back, and that pressure was just off our shoulders of getting back, because you're a runner up, you got everybody back, and hearing if you don't get back there, there's people who's gonna be like, oh, this and that, all those games.
Man, I knew couldn't do his shit.
Yeah,
that was bullshit. Yeah, you've been hearing that shit for about 5 years.
And then you gonna hear people, man, you can be in the grocery store and get some chips. Oh, you was on Central team that was really good, but y'all ain't make it to state. You gonna hear that for the rest of forever. And we didn't want that at all. And we got back to the state tournament, played first game. Who we played? It's crazy how it was like a few months ago. I don't remember who we played first game.
Some county team out there. I forget.
Life's a blur, man. At this point, it's a blur. At this point.
I know we played Ashland second game.
It was Pulaski County.
Pulaski County. Oh yeah, nah, them boys was not it. I don't even think they was supposed to beat her for real.
Say they paid to get there.
Yeah.
They got there's like student section pages on Twitter. They talk trash back and forth, and they post like, show up and watch us beat the #1 team in the state. They're not like that or whatever. We're like, what? They're crazy. And get out there, we kill them. Our guys are dunking all over the place, making threes. We out there having fun. There's no pressure. We got the man. F it. Then Ashland, they had two really good players. They had a young sophomore.
Their point. Oh yeah.
The point guard,
he was so smooth.
Yeah.
The point guard, he was so quick. He just was agile and super quick. He could stop on the dime, raise up and shoot. And their young sophomore, he was just a shooter. I mean, he has offers from everywhere. I think he just committed to Liberty 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's just a junior, and he's real good, can shoot it from deep. And then we know that's the only two guys that they had. So, and then it was a close game back and forth. And then we just took off. Their guys stopped scoring, and then we won that game. Third game, it's all hyped up. Woodford County, Jasper this, Jasper that. Hey, that man, he's gonna be the truth, man. He's gonna be the truth by the time he's a senior. He's nice, man. He's super young, but he's definitely gonna be nice. And they were a bunch of football players. That's literally what they were.
Yeah,
they were Jasper Johnson and 4 other football players.
That's the one where the dude was going to West Virginia playing cornerback, 200.
Quarterback.
Yeah, cornerback, 225 pounds, 6'2", some. Oh.
Yeah. And we knew it was going to be like a crazy game because I think they had Jasper guarding OG. You're crazy. He's guarding OG. You're insane. Go post him up. Bucket. And you know him, he just out there chilling. He's cool and he's like, whatever. He's like, whatever. He's shooting and we know like he's gonna take some bad shots. And we were just getting out in transition and scoring. And it was a good game and then he started to get off. We're like hand in his face. I mean he's just making shots. Yeah. I mean, you either live or die by that, him making tough shots. And he were just making super tough shots and it was a close game and then that helped. We pulled through with that game. I think he took a bad shot in the fourth quarter, and we came down and scored, and then it was downhill from them. After that, then the moment we've been waiting for a whole year, GRC, and then luckily that year we had the early game, so we got to get back and rest a little bit. So. And then we was watching them play. We to be honest, all of us thought we was playing Frederick Douglass. We didn't know we was gonna play GRC because
I knew y'all was gonna play GRC.
That early that year, I think Frederick Douglass played GRC and smacked them by like 15-20 or like.
Yeah, that's the two teams that I said they were AAU teams, so they all knew each other.
Yeah.
Cause we sat up there right behind they Peoples, and they were talking about it. And I'm like, oh. So y'all did what Teach One Reach One did. Y'all been having them since the fourth. They was like, yeah, but it's when they got to high school they split up.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn. No wonder they going at each other and they really like I said, oh, this is a good game. And the one dude on Frederick Douglass was a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
They're all young.
Yeah, he was a sophomore. They like watch him get up. I'm like, man, he ain't getting up, but he finna run out of water. He's a sophomore. Like if he cooks right now at this time, like, cause one thing I said about did with y'all was he made sure he ran the shit out y'all at the rest of this senior season, cause he saw where y'all ran out of water y'all junior year. Like y'all was tired. The other team beat y'all with setting screens, and y'all wasn't fighting over in that championship game y'all junior year. And that was one thing I told them, hey man, they don't need some juice.
Yeah. And then we ended up playing GRC, amazing game. I think we get up by like 15. We're like, oh, we're running away with this. These guys can't hang with us. And then Jerome Morton, he's super skilled. And then that snatch cross,
that slow mo.
Yeah, he hold it right.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? He's super skilled.
He did that shit move. He did that damn move 3 times, man. When they gonna figure out getting on the side of him?
Then we get up 15. I think they come back and we were just making. When we got up on teams and they came back, it was just literally our mistakes. It was literally nothing that they did. It was our mistakes that we made, and then. I just tell all my guys stay solid in a moment in time. There's a whole nother quarter left. There's no reason for us to worry. And then as time went on, we're making shots. They're making shots. Then it slows down for a little minute. That we go up and they come down. Don't make no shots and they have to start fouling. They're fouling every single play. I think 2 people end up getting to the line and they missed the first 1-on-1. Both of them did. And then they come down. Sam, he makes 2 layups in a row. They just let him score them. I'm like, what are they doing? Oh my god! And then
you talking about the little guard?
Yeah, the little guard. I'm like, man, what are y'all doing? I'm like, I think just let them just go score the layups. I'm like, dang. And then they found K gets to the line, makes the 2 free throws. Then they come down. They have to shoot a 3. They shoot a 3. It's off. And then we just celebrate after that. And I mean that's an unbelievable feeling. I mean that's no other feeling in life itself. That's it's crazy. And the crazy thing is that it happened so quick. Like I don't even like remember it. I have to look at videos and look back at it like, dang, oh my god. But yeah, it was an unbelievable feeling. And the most sad thing about it is that like when we all get together, we weren't even talking about state tournament, us winning. We were talking about like, dang, we never gonna play with each other again. Never ever again.
That's the love y'all got for each other. That's that bond.
Yeah.
And that's where it all came into place. Then for me, it's where a lot of coaches started getting in contact with me, and this and that. I had only Central, Kentucky Christian. I had Center. I had Spalding, and I had 2 other schools contact me from different states. And then I visited Spalding, Only Central, Center, and Spalding, Only Central, Center, and that was it. I think that's all the 3 schools I visited. Asbury, Asbury too. I forgot about Asbury.
So why Center?
Why Center? So at first, I really like Only Central, and now I told Coach, I said I'm gonna wait out because I got to visit Center. I ain't about to just take it. So I went to Center. Loved the environment, loved the people. I was there, and people was just talking to me like they knew me, and just the environment of people just so welcoming. And Coach, I could just tell Coach and wanted me bad. And Coach Schultz, they were always there talking to me and texting me and everything like that. Just that environment and that program of just being there and just like, and knowing that like life after basketball is that degree is what's gonna help me more than anything. Like my basketball career is gonna be good and I can look back on things like that, but getting that degree and having a job that I can rely on for the rest of my life and to provide for my family, and that's my main goal before hooping was change my mom's and my pop's life. That's all I want to do is just change their life and change their lifestyle where they don't have to work anymore, before I can just give back to them how much they gave to me over the years. And that's why I chose Center, and all those connections and just that program and just being there, and Cade, Jackson Banks, all those guys, just knowing like they came from Bowling Green and seeing those guys play there, and I see myself being there. And
shit, they over like this. Who come here? Ivy? You talking about the one that gets all the assists? Oh yeah. yeah, bro. Hey, did he sign yet? Oh, he's coming. Hey man, we gonna get plenty of shots. That's the beautiful part about it.
I loved it. I just felt like I could come in that program and make an impact instantly, no matter how way it is. One thing about me, I just want to win. I don't care how I impact. I can have 0 points and make 3-4 big plays, and it helps us win. That's all that matters to me. And getting on the floor, and I can show that I can come in and make an impact on that program, and that's what it's all about to me.
Coachable, man. That's the main thing, man.
That's the key.
And I just feel like my leading abilities, I can bring that to the program and winning mentality, because right now center has been always on top of D3s, been at the top, but ever since COVID, they haven't been able to get many like recruits to get on campus because of COVID. Mm-hmm. And so lately they've been having a losing record. So I feel like I can bring that winning mentality back.
Make a phone. Hey, is Abby home? Yeah, this is Coach from Center. He still available? Hey man, we be right down there to talk to him, man. We got about a 2-hour drive, right? About 2.5 hours. Yeah, we be down there. Hey man,
it's about 2 hours.
You done ate? Oh, okay. Hey, Rafferty's. Yeah, we finna take him to Rafferty's. I know how that went.
One thing about Center, I think it was my sophomore year going into junior. We played at Collins, and I had like a really bad game. We didn't stay up in we didn't stay in a hotel up there. We had to drive back and forth from Bowling Green, and that's like, that's a long drive. And we played at, I think, 7:30 that morning, and I drove with Coach. I stayed at Cosed's, and we woke up at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And Coach Young tells me like, don't go to sleep on that car ride up here. I'm like, it's 3 o'clock. It's 3:30. I gotta go back to sleep. I'm trying to stay up, but I can't. I go out to sleep, and I try to get my body going, and I just had a really bad game. I think one of Center's coaches told Coach Young like, I couldn't like lead a college basketball team, and then I was like, what? I said, oh no, forget about Center, man. I was like, whatever. I said, if I go to any other school, and we gotta play them, I'm gonna show them that I can lead a team. And then, sure thing enough, Coach calls me and talks to me and all that. And then
I brought that up. We talked about
it. Coach calls me in, and he's like, yeah, we really enjoy watching you play and this and that. And I just visited campus, and they got me once I got visited and got talking to all those guys and everything like that. So I'm so ready to get up there and just start playing and start hooping. That's what it's all about. I just want to get the new experience and I just want to hoop. That's all I'm about. I just want to play basketball, do school, and do that, have fun.
So what you been working on this summer? to prepare you for this upcoming freshman season?
Mainly I've been working on just like more offensive game and just like finishing on players that are way bigger than me, way more physical than I am, and just know different ways to score the ball. Because I know guys are going to be way longer than me, way bigger than me, way stronger than me. So I just got to know how to finish over top of them, get them up with pump fakes, and just maneuver my way through the paint. And that's what I've been working the most on, especially in like open gym and playing a lot. And I've been weightlifting like crazy, lifting Monday, Wednesday, Friday like crazy, and just working out with Vail over and over again, and just working on my game, more working on the offensive end, because defensive end, I'm just not going to just go out there and let somebody just give me 30 points. There's no, if you go out and give me 30, I hope it's just 30 hard ones.
It's just a different level when it comes to defense with college, because you got, when I was telling you, you got to figure out which coach give their kids freedom.
Yeah. Where
he might be over 5, and everybody goes to their little proper positions, but he just need a shift to where everything's in order. Remember how I told you when y'all setting screens, stuff ain't gonna be designed the same way, but you're gonna see the same element, but you're gonna see where your openers are. If you got one like that in college that's in shape, that's the problem you're gonna have. The one that run 5, coach said run 5. He's sitting there in one spot waiting for everybody to get there, and then he run 5. Oh man, I'm finna disrupt this shit all day.
Get there.
Yeah, never get to throw that shit back over. You going right to that corner. But the one in college that he say 5 and this motherfucker's digging in. Okay, let me get him up off me, and he can get loose. That's the only thing you got problems with.
And then I've been working all summer. I just don't post nothing about that because I don't like people being all in my business and everything like that. So I mean, people might maybe know I'm working. People might not know I'm not working. So I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. It'll show. But yeah, just working out with Bill helped me a lot, and just really getting used to that college 3 and just shooting way more deeper shots, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of shots, and I just got to make a lot of shots. Because at the end of the day, going into college as a freshman, you got to be able to make shots, and because you don't know how much time you're gonna get, and you just got to make the best opportunity of what the minutes you have. And if you show the minutes that you can do something and can produce, there's no reason why they shouldn't play you.
But your coach gonna love you. Yeah, he gonna love you. You know, y'all gonna have deep conversations without the team. He gonna have you got to ride with me, IV, for a minute. Why IV get to ride with him? Don't worry about that. But that's how it's gonna be, man. Cause like you are the third coach, man. Third, fourth coach, and everybody ain't gonna like you when you come, cause you coming for a mission. So you just keep your eyes on the prize, is what I tell you. And like I tell all my teach one, reach one kids, man, y'all got that one out with me, man. Y'all call and Vail can't be there. Coach, I need you. I need something. But the crazy thing is, man, we done trained y'all so good, y'all don't even use the one out. I got to give y'all, hey, man, come on, go to the mall real quick. What we going for, man? Just don't worry about it. Hey, man, gonna pick you some shoes out. I got to do y'all like that, because y'all don't use, like y'all not like normal city kids that they see it out that help them. They can really take that shit until you turn the water off. And y'all ain't none of y'all have ever did that. So that's how I know y'all gonna be successful.
Yeah. And yeah, I thank all you guys for preparing me and my teammates for all that. Because I mean, we don't know where we'd be at without all y'all, honestly, at the end of the day. Because I mean, everybody has to start somewhere, and that's where we all started at Teach One, Reach One, the Foundry. That's all we knew for three or 4 or 5 years before we got to Central was the Foundry.
It was 7 years, like till COVID hit.
Yeah. So yeah, we can't thank you guys enough.
But also, what I wanted to show y'all is though, look what we doing now. The transition. You gotta have Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, Plan E, Plan F. It go all the way through the alphabet. You gotta have a plan for when, because if you're gonna do something and you start on it and you feel like you ain't gonna be able to do it, what you getting ready to do next? Because you gonna be stuck. Man, motherfucker, I couldn't get this shit off, man.
Yeah.
And you in this rut where if you ain't got the Plan B or the Plan C to go, you can't get out of it, and you stuck and you miserable. So we taught y'all, man, how to like not be stuck in one area, man.
Yeah.
That's what I love about y'all.
So we're gonna wrap this up with this episode with this young man right here. Y'all be on the lookout at center because he's gonna have some amazing stats and games, and we gonna follow him because it ain't but a hot rod up there.
That's it.
Julio!
I'm just saying, when your mama ain't there, I want some tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
How many you get, IV? Because I know this because I got some cousins with, hey man, how many tickets you get? Hold on, man, I got 4 they used up. My partner's parents ain't coming. Get them tickets then.
Yeah.
Get them tickets. I know how that get ready to go.
Yeah, but I do.
Yeah, but y'all be on the lookout, and we gonna support this man, and he's probably gonna be back on this show for
Hey man,
a couple times.
don't leave your jersey hanging around. It's gonna come up missing. I'm on John Sally, yo shit. I found out he's a stealing nigga, boy. That motherfucker be stealing. John Sally man, he told me he stole everybody's jersey. And I watched the thing on it.
Look, his jersey gonna be right up
Oh
there.
yeah, man, I'm about to steal something, man. Don't let me in the locker room, man. Man, where my jersey? Man, you gotta wear the practice jersey, right?
I got mine at home in a glass case. It's gonna be hard to get that one.
Hey, you know what I came to your house? And I asked you playing that tournament. And I was like, hey, man, let me get the shirt. He was like, oh, what shirt?
Which
On the
one?
wall?
Yeah.
On the wall? Oh, no, you can't get them. Yeah. He wouldn't give them up. He wouldn't give them up for nothing. I was like, man, you gonna give it back? He said, no, if I ain't playing, can't nobody wear it. I was like, hey, man, come on, play, man. We ended up winning that championship. We beat Team Flight.
Yeah.
That's what I love about you, man. You can take kids that ain't even on your level as far as because they younger than you, and you make them motherfuckers look like a success. That's how you know who you are, because you make other kids better, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but that wraps up this episode, and he's gonna be one of the first guests of many to come on the show and give his story.
Yep. We gotta get more. We gotta get all of them. Like I said, man.
Mar, Bubby.
Yeah, Bubby finna have fun.
Yeah, Bubby. Yeah.
Okay, you.
Bubby finna have
Yeah.
fun.
That's our guy. Yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
said, hey man, we done moved him out the room. I don't even know what to do with the room right now. I said, man, you better get some clients like I got right now. I say, shit, hell no, Bubby ain't staying home. Oh.
Hey, but that wraps up this episode. We'll catch you guys later.
One.
Yep.